Hey Bird! Welcome to week 2 on the Hero Legend program, and this is our lower body session, the second session this week. If this is the first time I'm meeting you, don't turn the video off. I'm happy to have you, and we're going to make this work, but ideally, you would have been following along diligently so that you know what we're going to encounter today, because this first 4-week block of programming more or less follows the same structure, the same exercises, so that you can see the week-on-week progress, the week-on-week gains. It's not just some random shit designed to get views, you know what I mean? We are here to actually make meaningful progress and have a good time and connect as a community and all those lovely things. I just want to take this opportunity to get you fully organized so that you already have an idea of some of the key areas where you might be able to push things up a notch today. Now, priority number 1 is showing up, and it looks like you've already done that, so ka-ching, tick, well done. Here are some of the things that I'm going to be thinking about doing today a little bit differently from our first lower body session. So, we're going to be doing our mobility focus warm-up, happy days, 3 moves, 2 rounds. There's some fresh variations in there to get the lower body joints feeling a little extra mobile, a little extra warm, ready for the work to come. Then we've got our power section. So last week we did our seated jumps. Ideally you'll have somewhere to sit. I'm doing that from a bench, but you could do that from a chair, couch, anywhere that basically allows us to be in the seated position, which takes out the stretch reflex, which means we have to get good at the concentric action from 0 to 100, exploding on up. So that's what we did last week for 3 to 5 repetitions of our every 90-second bit of work. Now, today, I know this will probably be backwards or whatever, we're doing a seated jump with a rebound. Now what that does, as we explode up, when we make contact on the ground, we want to explode back. So this largely does 2 things. It gets us better at the stretch shortening cycle, which means you've got to go from concentric, sat in that chair, exploding up. Then there's going to be a momentary eccentric and exploding back to the concentric. And this just mirrors a lot of the activities that demand power and explosivity from us. And whether you have that in your life or not, and you play a sport or not, this stuff is really important to cultivate, because otherwise it's a use it or lose it. And it contributes to, velocity and acceleration and things like that carry over really nicely to all the areas of your life, as well as stiffening and shock absorption and redistribution. Things like that. Fancy words that I'm probably butchering because I'm excited and tired and over-caffeinated. But this is good stuff, and this is just a nice extra layer of challenge to get us feeling like epic athletes on the quest. Coming in last week, we did that alternating foundational strength EMOM with the goblet squat and the RDL. So that's where we got essentially 4 sets of each movement, but in 8 minutes. So it's a lot of work to cram in a small space of time. And you'll see on the screen, I prompt you to just increase your loading a little bit. So you shouldn't feel dead. I mean, by the end, we're going to be pretty toasty. But grease the groove, warm things up, and build the confidence and the quality in your execution with like the first couple of sets. That's largely what I'll be trying to do, and just grade it up so we finish with a bang, but then we're done, so our quality doesn't erode because the rest transitions. Obviously we've just got whatever's left of that 1-minute window to transition to the next movement. Yes, it's cozy, but you'll be getting better and better at that across this program. So last week we were doing goblet squats. Now that might be great for you, and maybe you've got access to some more weight. Maybe you want to do it a little better. Maybe last week was really tough and you just want to see that you're a little bit stronger this week. However, there is an option today to do a front squat, which is where rather than holding 1 dumbbell, we take 2 dumbbells, rest them on the shoulders, and do our squat pattern there. That naturally just allows you to perhaps load it a little bit more if you have more total weight with 2 dumbbells. Either is absolutely fine. It's an anteriorly loaded squat movement, so it should be pretty comfortable, allows you to sit nice and deep. Choice is yours. I'll probably be trying the front squat today, seeing how we get on. RDL is staying the same, okay, because that's, again, a 2 dumbbell loaded movement for the posterior chain, hamstrings and glutes, lower back, good stuff. Rear foot elevated split squat. Again, you could do a regular split squat on the floor, but hopefully if you have somewhere to elevate, the same place that you did your jumps from, pop that rear foot on there. I'm going to be holding 1 suitcase. Oh, these are tough, and these are 60-second windows with then a 30-second rest built in. So we're going to try and either work for the full 60-second windows. Maybe you'll work a little bit longer than you did last week. Maybe we increase the load, combination of the 2. Either way, they're going to be tough, but I'm going to try and go a little bit heavier. And then options for the hamstring work that we're going to be partnering that with. Hamstring walkout, okay, because I'm not relying on you having sliders or extra equipment there, but I will be playing with a different option, which is going to be a drag curl, where I'm going to be alternating having a leg elevated on my elevated surface, this bench or couch, chair, whatever, supporting myself on my hands and dragging myself up so I get a more continuous resistance profile through that hamstring. Both are fine. Do the one that makes sense to you, and I will do my best to have that alternative hamstring walkout on screen for you so you know what you're doing either way. Then we got our hack squat, Hackenschmidt, donkey calf raise, and the pike leg lifts. All right, so exactly the same as this time last week. Weird moves at the best of times, so hopefully you just have a bit more confidence to do more reps, better work in this EMOM. Okay, so they're relatively short windows, 30 to 45 seconds, so you have time to transition, yada yada. I'm just going to be trying to load that hack a bit more, load that donkey a little bit more. Bonus, if you happen to have a yoga block, I'm going to be using just one of the thick weight plates that I have lying around, or an old book or something. If you've been following my programs for a while, it's a really nice prop to have. Anything that essentially allows us to elevate the front of the foot so we can get a deeper stretch through the calves as we support one hand on the wall, and I'm going to be holding another dumbbell down below. All right, training calves at home, really tough, but important, and not a waste of time to strengthen all of those tissues from the knee down. Oh, I hope this longer intro was useful, and I'm really excited to get things moving. We're going to feel better after that first 5 minutes. So thank you for being here, and let's get the party started. Come on, hero. Okay, we're going to start off our prime mobility work with 90-90 rotations with the option for a little hand-assisted hip extension on the way up. So, leaning back on my hands, I'm going to focus on driving one leg into the ground, peeling the other one open. Should already feel that groin working hard, having a good party by itself. And then as that one contacts the ground, and this one comes down, I'm going to use a hand just to drive up, squeeze the glutes there, feel a bit of extra love on the front of the hips, and then rinse, repeat. All right, we're only going to get a few reps done in this window, so let's make them quality, controlled.
Halfway there.
And I hope I'm finding you well. Whether it's the start of your day, the middle of your day, or indeed the end, like me, and you're just doing your best to show on up.
Rest.
Cool, now we're going to target some deep quad stretching, all right, to get those knees feeling a little more sprucey. So, I'm going to be in this position, I'm floating my bum, and I'm on my hands. And I'm going to drive my knees forward and try and squeeze my bum to extend the hip a little bit more until you find your best stretch in that deep quad, maybe into the knee. Don't work anything that doesn't feel good or perhaps a little bit too pulley, all right? But within a few reps, you're going to feel much better. Quad rocker.
Halfway there.
Thank you, Thor.
Seconds.
Oh yeah, he sounds enthusiastic today, so let's not let him down. Okay.
Rest.
Next up, we're going to be looking at a hamstring plank, whereby it's like a glute bridge, but focus more on the hamstrings. Get your legs as long as you can, and then hands by the floor for a bit of extra support. Tailbone tucked, drive through the heels, and instantly you'll know what I mean. You should feel those hamstrings light up. Now this might be oddly humbling, so if you have to stop before that 45-second mark, that's totally cool. Just using this to build that warmth and awareness in that lengthened hamstring position, so that the rest of our work doesn't feel so obtuse out the gate.
Halfway there.
Make sure you're floating your bum, if you are still with me.
10 seconds. Rest.
I'm actually going to turn him down just a little bit because he's very enthusiastic. So we're going to come on in back to our 90 rotation with hip extension. Whew. Peel them open.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Quad rocker. Okay. You probably even notice already a short-term improvement, maybe getting a little bit deeper in that stretch. Again, play with some hip extension, so squeezing the glutes as you come forward.
Halfway there.
Well, one shudders to bring this up, but you know I love to overshare. I hope we're all noticing my
10
lighter
seconds.
outfit choices. It's not an accident, you know. There's a lot of black around here, and whilst I do like a
Rest.
black gym outfit, I understand it can be hard to see me, as there have been some astute observations.
Last round.
They just don't do as many cute matching fitwear outfits for the male persuasion. So I always get jealous of the female, if that's how they identify.
Halfway there.
Fit people with their YouTube thumbnails and their matching sporting sets. Oh well.
10 seconds. Rest.
Now, we've got a minute and change here to get ready, so I'm going to get my bench ready for my seated jumps. If you don't have anywhere to do it, you can simply do a standing vertical jump and then try the rebound, especially if you were with me last week.
Rest.
So, just 3 to 5 reps here, and it's every 90 seconds, so plenty of time to rest. We don't want fatigue, we want quality, we want intent with what we're trying to do here. So, to recap, I'm here, I'm going to explode up, and then I'm just going to anticipate the moment my feet contact the ground, I'm going to try and rebound to my best jump. Now, this might take a second to get things moving that quickly and explosively. Probably not doing a lot of that in the rest of your life, you know, you might startle people in your office or whatever. But, you know, it's good to be full of surprises. So, that's it. 3 to 5 reps. 3 to 5 reps. I might be a little lazy here. Just do 3 out the gate, see how things are going.
10 seconds.
So we're just going to get ourselves ready, explode on up. Hopefully I don't leave the balcony here. That'd be awkward, wouldn't it?
Let's go.
All right. Give it some more juice. Number 3. Okay, I like it. For the record, the the knee tuck is not essential. That's not providing us with anything. That's where the art meets the science. You know, you got to go with what feels good. Let your inner cheetah just out. Do what comes natural. Whatever allows you essentially to get that rebound, that stretch shortening cycle. So you're ready for anything. Because, you know, if we want to graduate as not just a hero but a legend, then we need to be ready for anything. You know, the world is full of challenges. All right, front loading a lot of jokes here. Yeah, that's all I got to say. So that's all I got for us there. 20 seconds, and we're going to do it again. Hopefully we know what we're doing now, a little more spry. Hopefully we haven't broken anything in the house or upset the neighbors like I have a growing passion of doing.
10 seconds.
Love it. Love it. 2 giant apartment complexes just staring at me. Yes.
Round 2.
Oh, I can't help it. The tuck, it feels good, it feels right. Oh. Brittany Mike's getting a bit hairy. Airplanes coming to check out all the gains being made. Okay. Milady doing some spin there. Backloading all our exercise before the kid comes home. I think I should put a giant banner here that says subscribe. There's got to be a few thousand people in that building. I don't see any of them working out on their balconies, you know. They're probably missing a trick.
Halfway there.
Alright. 1 more to go. And then we'll have even more rest to get ready for those wave-loaded, foundational, compound party times. Excuse me.
Seconds.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, he sounds a little less enthusiastic, so hopefully he's not losing faith.
Round 3. Last round.
Oh, come on. Come on, Jasper. Pa, 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 pa. Oh. Come on, we've got a few weeks to get better. Hopefully you're looking a little sprucier than I am. I like it. I like the stock. Okay, come on, Brittany Mike. Are we still on? Yes, yes. No technical malfunctions yet, but the day is young. So, what's happening next? With this alternating EMOM, like I said, we've got a minute to not only do our work, but then be ready for the next one. So it's up to you how long to work. Yeah, hopefully there's enough clocks on the screen and shit for you to be able to make those choices. Don't worry, I've still got 90 seconds rest from now. So, goblet squat, either here, cool. I'm gonna give the front squat a go. I'm tired today, and I say that a lot. Not a lot of sleep happening in the house this week, so I wanna show up for you. I'm gonna show you what it's like just to obviously work hard when you don't feel like it. But, you know, add a little holistic sprinkle to that. So I'm going to go for 2 dumbbells here, 2 12.5s. That's already going to give me a slightly bigger total of a humble 5 extra kilos than I did with the 20 kilo goblet last week. Sounds like I'm splitting hairs here, but this is what progressive overload is all about. And then probably do a couple of sets of those. Now, sorry, back to my point around how long to work. You can either stick to the time and work maybe towards 45 seconds so you don't have time to fucking grab a breath and then into the Romanian deadlifts, or less. I might find myself doing a set of 5. This is, you know, big foundational movements after all, compounds. That will give us more rest because they're heavier, and so on. There's no wrong answer there. There's just you challenging yourself, meeting yourself where you're at, and doing what is right. All right, enough talky, 20 seconds. But remember, we've got to do this 4 times back to back. So, take advantage of those early sets, build confidence, and so on. No specific tempos here other than a controlled descent.
Let's go.
Ten very civilized reps.
Halfway there.
Okay. I'm going to stick to those Romanian deadlifts. That's really light for me. All right. So yeah, taking it steady here. A lot of sitting today. A lot of editing and coaching and laptopping. Sounds like a lot of excuses. I'm just feeling a little extra tight. So Easing in, easing in. So our Romanian deadlift, feet are under the hips, toes are forward. Dumbbells, staying tight to the legs. Soft knee, but not letting it bend too much. Big stretch in the back of the legs. I do like to throw a pause in there at the bottom, just so I know I'm really at the end of my stretch range there. Make sure your shoulders aren't rounding over all that much. Keeping that chest open, one could say.
Halfway there.
Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm choosing chaos. Some men just want to watch the world burn. Maybe I just want to watch my legs burn. So I'm bumping up my front squats here. A couple of 20s. That's already much heavier than I was going last week. Oh God. Yeah. Oh God. Mother Nature heard me then. Punished me with a gust of wind. Right. Quick adjustment.
Halfway there.
Look at that. These are the times we'll remember. These are the times we'll remember. Fighting the elements. Cool. 12 seconds. Make any adjustments to those RDLs. I'm going a bit heavier here. Ooh yeah, exciting.
Round 4.
Civilized 10 for me there as well. Now you might be someone who doesn't like to count the reps, just follow the clock, follow the vibe, also very cool. But if you're really methodical, it can be worth to track that. Or at least think about one set you do this week on this session, and then kicking his ass next week. Oh yeah, this is where the rest periods start to vanish. All right, another set. I'm sticking. No twisting, just sticking.
Round 5.
I feel strong. I'm not even going to lie. Maybe the caffeine has found me. Okay. I want to try those 30s. A miserable front squat experience. They're so big. But it just feels right. It feels right. You've taken the time out of your day. The least I can do is risk it all for you. All right. Round 3 of RDLs. Oh my God.
Round 6.
It's just coming thick and fast. So exciting. Love it.
Halfway there.
Oh, next question. Next question. Here we go. I didn't think I was going to get to these this quickly in the program, if I'm honest. But you have goaded me into it, haven't you? I can feel you. Go on, Jas, pick up the 30s. Yeah.
10 seconds.
Oh, I'm not ready. Yes, I am. Are you ready? Last one. Take a bit of extra time if you need to get those heavy weights out. Oh my God.
Round 7.
Oh, Billy, old friend. Okay, 5 or 6. Yep. That feels right. That feels right. Leave some in the tank. I want to go somewhere next week.
Halfway there.
Not to an early grave. Huh.
Seconds.
Oh yeah.
Round 8. Last round.
Last round, you say? By golly.
Halfway there.
I liked it. I'm going to give you a bit of extra time because probably not slacking like me. Yes, okay.
Ten seconds. Rest.
And rest we shall, but only for a minute. That's a sad fact. Riff elevate split squat, right? Slow and smooth. Drive it tool. Try to kiss your knee to the floor, whether you're doing a standard split squat or RFE with me. Time for some honesty. Okay, be honest, Jasper. I did 2 sets of 60 seconds last week with the 20 kilos, and my buttocks hurt for a long time, Jenny. Forrest Gump. But you know what? I'm going to go with the 30, and I'm just going to try and hold on for dear life. Oh, I'm so happy I'm doing this. You know. I'm going to go right leg first. Controversial. Okay.
Let's go.
Does it feel right? Feels kind of right, I'm not going to lie. Don't look at the clock. Look inward. Look at the inner warrior being forged. Oh, yes.
Halfway there.
Oh, I thought it was more. Okay, it really hurts. Oh, it hurts. Ooh. Yee.
10 seconds.
Oh, my bum. Get another one in.
Rest.
I hope that was as good for you as it was for me. 20 seconds, and we hit the other side. Other side will feel worse because we're tired, and it's been doing a little bit of work on that one, so that's fun. I'm not ready.
Round 2.
1 rep, is that enough? All right, I'll do some more.
Halfway there.
I feel emotional. I feel the emotions coming. Let them pass through you. Don't resist them. All part of the human experience.
10 seconds.
Someone's phoning me. Oh, don't you know I'm being heroic? I don't have time for your mortal business. Okay, so I'm going to try this drag curl on my elevated surface. It'll look something like that. Or you can do a glute bridge, walk out to a hamstring plank and back. It's going to feel like a long 60 seconds. Just live your truth. Survive.
Round 3.
Oh, a bit more hip extension. Way harder.
Halfway there.
Oh, my glutes haven't seen this much action since summer of '88. I don't even know what that means. I wasn't alive then, but
10 seconds.
it sounded right.
Rest.
Okay, I think that's enough. Thanks for coming. No way. I can't promise I'm going to last the full 60 seconds, but, 45 seconds in heaven is it's better than 30 seconds in heaven. Good God. Prepare to defend yourselves. Ooh.
Halfway there.
Hmm.
10 seconds.
Jesus.
Rest.
Oh my God. All bets are off now. The charisma has left the balcony. This is survival. But isn't time flying when you're having fun?
Round 5.
Right, well, anyone who asked for some can hit workouts. This is as close to it as you're gonna get with me, I'm afraid. No one needs more burpees, or mountain climbers, or squat thrusts. Namaste right here. Oh, drunk.
10 seconds.
Yep. Okay. All right, well, you know, if you're at the start of your day, you can take solace knowing that more or less, at risk of hyperbole, this is the worst it's going to get. Everything after this, whew, you are equipped.
Last round. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Lieutenant Dan, you got new legs. Magic legs. All right, 75 seconds until our last block of work, our EMOM. Now, I'm not going to lie,
Rest.
call me selfish, I'm pushing the donkey calf raise to the front. It's a little less systemically chaotic, gives us a chance to rest. So I recommend a wall if you're going body weight. You're just here. If you're doing what I'm doing, we're going to go toes elevated, and I'm also going to hold a dumbbell here. Looks a bit bonkers, but you know, don't say I'm not creative. So, variety there. I'm sure you hopefully can put your hands on something. Elevation bonus for the ROM, the stretch, which the calves really appreciate. Loaded or unloaded.
10 seconds.
I'm going to work for about 45 seconds.
Let's go. Halfway there.
'20. Oh. Hackenschmidt squat.
Seconds.
The feet are together. The feet are together. Hands are behind you.
Round 2.
You don't have to hold a dumbbell. If you've never done this before, don't hold a dumbbell. We stay tall. Hamstrings to calves. So huge quad stretch, really nice. Bulletproof knees. I don't like that term bulletproof, but it's a great way of strengthening them at their end range. Just take it steady, like I'm doing here. Whoa.
Halfway there.
Oh yeah. I mean, you guys say it a lot, but this is a hell of a session. Sweet Christmas. Okay. Pike leg
10
lifts.
seconds.
Now, the further back you lean, the easier it is actually. Bend your knees if you have to,
Round
but otherwise I'm going to keep loads of tension. Compress the abs. Control down. Try not to wobble around too much. Very hard though. So find a level that allows you to get good contraction, good control. I'm going to move forward a bit, make it harder. Oh, yeah. Come on, Jasper. Full of beans.
Halfway there.
One more, come on. And one more set. One more set. Back to the calves. I'm going to swap hands. I'm a state.
Halfway there.
Oh, it hurts. That really hurt. Oh. Oh.
10 seconds.
I'm going to bump up the hack and Schmidt. If yours felt chill, add some load.
Round 5.
That makes 20 kilos feel like 50. Whoosh.
Halfway there.
Beep. All right, let's take our time.
Last round.
Last of the leg lifties.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Well done.
Well, that's an understatement, isn't it, really? But, you know, if you're hearing this, well done. To put it politely, I'm coming over. Whoosh. Thanks for holding me accountable to showing up. It's a ride. If you're hearing this, I appreciate you. It's been a hell of a week. So cool hearing so many of you join in. Honestly, I do this to connect. There's nothing fun about screaming into the void. So let me know who you are, where you're from, how you found us. And I'm really happy to have you. Anything you need, Instagram's the best place to ping me. I love talking to people. Whatever you need, I'm there. This is my game and I love it. Lots of love to you. I'm going to see you in a couple of days for week 2 full body. Namaste.